Hey everybody, Dom here. This is a list of things you wish you knew when you first started playing Team Fortress 2. If you're new to the game, maybe something on this list will be helpful to you. Let's begin. As a new player, take a few minutes to look at the game's advanced options. It's really worth it. With a few clicks, it's possible to disable automatically committing suicide when selecting a class outside of spawn. The medigun can be made so it locks onto teammates rather than having players constantly hold down the fire button. Besides these two things, there are more useful options in there, so have a look. It's dangerous to stand on top of enemy teleporter exits. When a player uses a teleporter, any enemy occupying the space above the teleporter exit is automatically killed. This is called a Telefrag. Since enemy spies can take friendly teleporters, it's also dangerous to stand on top of friendly teleporter exits. Critical hits are what it's called when a projectile or attack is team-colored and sparkly. Crits do triple damage, and the projectile ones don't become weaker with distance traveled. Weapons can perform critical hits at random. These are called random crits. Melee weapons have an inherently higher chance to randomly crit. Lastly, a player's random crit chance goes up slightly and for a short duration by dealing damage. The payload cart moves at maximum speed when 3 players are pushing it. The 4th player does not make it move any faster. Scouts and players with the plane train equipped count as 2 players. Speaking of scouts respawn faster in man vs machine mode, and they count as 2 players when capturing control points as well. The game has a mechanic called Grave Talk. Grave Talk is a setting that makes it so, on servers that use it, the living can't hear chat messages by the dead. To ensure chat messages reach their intended target, it's best to test for Grave Talk or only chat while alive. Right-clicking with most pyro flamethrowers performs an air blast. Air blasts reflect projectiles, push sticky bombs, push enemies back, and this one's super important to remember. Air blasts extinguish teammates. Nothing is more infuriating in Team Fortress 2 than dying from fire when a friendly pyro could have prevented the death. Spies with disguises on can receive healing and ammunition from enemy dispensers. They can do so while invisible too. The spy has a watch called the Dead Ringer. The mechanics of this watch aren't 100% obvious for new players. The watch makes it so when the spy takes damage with the watch out, they can fake their death. They drop a fake corpse and run off while invisible. Be suspicious of fake spy deaths. A friendly spy without a mask on can't be an enemy spy. Enemy spies disguised as spies look like spies with masks on. It's a good practice to search up on the internet the general price level of backpack items before doing any sort of trading. There are people who add new players in order to trade with them and scam them out of valuable items. The tactic of exploiting new players not knowing how much their items are worth is called sharking. New players have small backpacks with limited storage. Buying an item from the Manco store upgrades the player's account to premium and grants them more inventory space. It's recommended to upgrade to premium as soon as possible because backpack space fills up quickly. The best item to buy from the Manco store to upgrade to premium is probably the crate key, as it has great value and is a common powerful unit of currency in trading. Many items in the Manco store are extremely grossly overpriced. It is recommended to buy from the Steam Community Market or to trade for most items instead. There is still merit to buying from the Manco store, as the money goes towards helping the developers and item makers. Often new players fall into the trap of buying weapons from the Manco store. Most weapons are worth a fraction of nothingness in real money, and can't be bought for a scrap metal or by asking nicely from another player. Anyways, that was the video. This list isn't very comprehensive as there are far too many things to cover, but perhaps a small amount of information found here was useful to new players watching. Thanks for watching. Au revoir.